All right. So, last time in the world of Soma, our heroes are setting out to put an end to the machinations of Tiamat, a dark, multidimensional dragon deity who was sealed in their planet countless thousands of years ago by other primordial gods. They thought they would be able to stop her by protecting the seals that were holding her in place. But recently, they have discovered that those seals don't just exist across the surface of their planet, but in fact, every version of their planet across a vast multiverse. With this in mind, they have been sent to retrieve some kind of tool or artifact that their resident evil genius mad wizard, Varix Illin, thinks might be able to help them jump from world to world and perhaps put an end to this once and for all. The infiltration started smoothly, with our heroes sneaking past a group of guards and sentry creatures as they broke into the Thea Commerce Group campus where they hoped to steal this item. But as soon as they got into the heart of the campus, things started to go wrong. Hoping to check out a strange temple they found, they sent off their resident shadow monk, Brick, to go create a distraction. Brick took this to heart and started a fire in a warehouse, unaware that this would trigger the warehouse's security systems. So we left him trapped in a burning building, and his player's not here tonight, so we'll be making that up as we go. The rest of the party did manage to break their way into the temple, but have drawn some unfortunate attention in the process. So we actually pick up in the middle of an encounter. There are all sorts of guards running past. You also see, towards the end, you saw a couple of strange, sort of wooden automatons that pointed at you all and shrieked in a rather disturbing way. And we actually left off on their turn. Um, they revealed themselves and awkwardly shrieked. All right. That'll bump us down to Asmir. So, just collectively, kind of, what are you all wanting to do at this point?
I don't even know. Um, I think we thought we were all going to dive into the building here.
Yeah, I'll whisper out the door like, "Psst, get in here now."
So it's my turn then.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't need to do that. What am I doing? I missed where the door is. I'm gonna hide right there for now. And already an action to firebolt a monster if it gets in the doorway.
All right. Alex, what are you doing?
He's glowing.
Thank you.
All
Do I try and save Harrison or Brick? Where
right.
isn't it like Brick like down in here?
I'll say I think we were tracking how close you were. Oh, and I think it's in. Nope, that's the door HP. I thought we were tracking your distance over here. Well, we're going to arbitrarily say that you're like 2/3 of the way to brick. One more turn will get you to the warehouse.
Kind of want to try and save, Brick from dying by himself. I'm also not the fastest. Because the warehouse is, I'm assuming, is that since I can see light in it.
We don't really know what's going on with Brick, though, do we?
All you know
Necessarily.
is that from this distance you can tell a fire has started, and there are lots of guards heading in that direction. I do think though that let me double check. Looking at inventories. Yeah, most of you have an item called a spy's murmur, which lets you communicate telepathically with a creature within 1 mile of you, who also has that item. So in that case, I think we can say, yes, you do know what's happening with Brick.
Huh, 60 feet goes right into him. Good to know.
Close the door behind you.
Yeah, I'm going to use a action. I'm going to close the door.
Wait, where did you go?
Inside.
Oh, Brick is on a different map. So that raises the question: where are you? Oh, okay. You went into the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
He changed his mind, I think.
All right. Brick will figure his own stuff out.
Well, I can't get. I'm pretty sure the warehouse is down here, and I cannot get to that in one turn without dropping right on top of the guard. We're just not going to deal with it for right now.
All right. So you're in the interior of the temple. As we mentioned last time, there's a lot of sort of dark marble in here. It looks like it has a very different aesthetic than any of the other buildings you saw. Everything else was very sort of mundane and practical looking. This is extravagant. You imagine this building cost a fortune. There are sort of mosaic stained glass patterns that are letting, or would let sort of cloudy, multicolored light into the room during the day. But here at night, they just sort of obscure the outside. There is a massive statue. And there is some kind of permanent magical effect in front of it. There is a door, or there's an open archway to your right, or in this case to the south, that looks like maybe it leads to some small chapel. And there is one other door to the north. But more pressingly, do you all want to do anything with the door?
Well, Alex said he was closing it on his way in.
Yeah.
Is it possible to lock it or trap it or any of
Um,
those sort of
If I
things?
if I could, I think we should let them in and kill them in here so that no one finds them. We can't let them tell
They're out there.
people we're here.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be trying to sneak in a place and steal stuff. No one should know we're here.
I like it. Can
Yeah.
can I ready an action to sabotage attack them as they come through, if they come through?
So we can keep sort of running through initiative here and kind of see what happens. So that would put the next person on the list as Jack.
Yeah, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to sort of crouch near the doorway and prepare to leap up and try to sneak attack them as they come through. Um, Hopefully, the second one. I want to let one guy come because there were two guards, right?
There are a lot of guards.
2 or 3 or 5.
There's like
That
four
were
that's
that were talking to us.
There is
Well, there's more that noticed us, I think.
Yeah,
Is
there's
the
like
thing.
a siren going off.
Right, but the siren, everyone was going towards the fire. There were just a couple that noticed us, right?
Okay. Okay. What about this? What if I do this? If I cast mislead and create a doppelganger of myself, run it out the building, and have the guards chase that doppelganger in a completely different direction.
Yeah, but he already saw that there were multiple of us, right?
Yes.
So at best, we would maybe get rid of one or two. But I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to realize how many were over here talking to us and had noticed us. Because last session, you guys tried to lie to like a guard or two.
Mhm.
Was it just 2 or 3 guards, or were there 10 guards?
20.
So, just to reset the scene for you all, there is an alarm blaring. It has
Right,
pulled like everyone out of the nearby buildings. They are streaming through the center and heading west towards the warehouse Brick was in.
right,
But some of them spotted you.
right.
I'm going to open
But only a couple.
right,
If
but
I think it was
the
3.
the ones who spotted you have themselves been spotted by the other people moving down the road.
sure, but are they all stopping, or are they all being like, "Oh, they're taking care of that. Let's keep going towards this giant fire that's where the alarm's going off."
There's a
I would
handful of them
assume
starting to
most of
pile
them
up.
are.
Hmm?
There's more than a handful of them starting to pile up out there. Aided by the screaming automatons that pointed at you all, they live style.
Okay, if there's a bunch of them, I got nothing. I don't know what we should do.
Should I unlock the door?
Because I mean, if we lock the door, they're gonna know we're here. Um, and we're trying to steal stuff. Um,
Maybe there's a secret exit.
but even then, they're alerted to our presence.
Yeah.
Should we leave the city and try coming back another time? Like, because as of right, we're not trying to get into their headquarters yet, so they still don't necessarily know why we're here. But if we continue trying to steal, like they're going to be on high alert no matter what.
Hmm.
Do you think just use the chaos to kind of mask what we're doing and just run and try again another night?
Yeah, maybe. Because like if we try again another night, we might be able to catch them off guard. Maybe, maybe not. But if we try tonight, they'll for sure be on guard.
Well, the only other problem is we still have to rescue Brick.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying we shouldn't necessarily try to continue our original mission.
Right. We shouldn't mess around in the temple anymore.
Something else that you know is that some of the allied forces and sort of extended resources are not available to them tonight because the rest of the resistance is marching on the capital of the
All right.
hinterland, or the capital
Well, we,
of Karn.
Wait, is the temple the headquarters that we're trying to break into?
You don't. Your device pinged faintly around the temple.
Oh,
That was part of why you all wanted to come in here.
oh. I thought this was. I was halfway out of it last time. So I thought this was just something that we decided to check out for unrelated reasons. Um, if
No,
if the stuff is in the building that we're already in, yes, let's go steal. I thought we were gonna have to sneak into another building.
no, yeah, no. The thing pinged here, so yeah.
Gotcha. I changed my vote then. We're in. Let's go steal some stuff.
you
Lock
say
the
All right.
you
door and
locked the
steal some
door.
stuff.
you think just lock the door and try and as quickly as we can get to the wherever this thing is?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. If we're in it, we're in it.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So
Jack, you lock the door and trap it. I'm going to try this door to the north.
I can try and lock it, but I don't really have anything to
Like,
trap it with.
Do we have any meat?
exploding meat.
Yeah. Scrupulous meat is what it's called, I think.
You could toss those rust monsters out the door and
Oh yeah, the
Um,
robot.
let them deal with that.
Those people aren't made of metal though. I was sort of hoping to save those for the metal things. What if I take my bag of ball bearings, 1,000 of them, and drop them on the floor in front of that door?
Okay.
At least then they might trip and fall and make noise when they come in,
Mhm.
but also trying to lock the door, of course.
Oh, can I also pour out a flask of oil, highly flammable oil, and very slippery oil?
so let's take this in initiative order, because
Okay.
these guys are like, they're not going to give you 30 minutes to go home alone this place. So we're still on Jack's turn. So the door has been
Okay.
shut. Jack, what do you want to do in 6 seconds?
In 6 seconds, I want to try and lock the door.
Okay. Give me a. I'm going to say, give me a Thieves' Tools check with disadvantage, but I'm going to use this to set the difficulty for them. It's not necessarily going to be 1 for 1. Jeez. All right.
26.
Yeah, that'll be.
I have a plus 12 to these tools,
So that'll be
and I
pretty tough for
can't
them to get
roll
through.
lower than a 10.
On that one too. Of
Uh,
course not.
So at this juncture, I wish I knew how to set windows to opaque without just redoing them. Because that feels like a pain. Oh well. So something is happening outside. The specifics of which you're not entirely sure of. Tiny, it's your turn.
I will pour out my flask of oil on the ground in front of the door.
All right.
And I'll kind of ready in action to bash somebody on the head if they come through.
All right. Asmir, you're up.
All right. I guess while they're doing that,
Is this orange spot a spot of oil? Is that what that
Yeah.
is?
that
Can I,
square,
move,
yeah.
can I move out of that then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I probably would have moved too.
I was thinking it was just in front of the door.
Well, also, I was curious. Do we know if the automatons are made of metal or not? Or
Weirdly,
were we not?
they specifically looked like wood.
Oh, okay then.
I hate everything.
Only we had gotten wood-eating monsters to.
I do want to
Not just
highlight
any wood.
that is not me persecuting CJ. That was actually something you all saw literally 2.5 years ago in the very first mini arc.
That's funny.
That there are weird Thea Commerce Group wooden puppet things.
All right. I don't think I was there for that one, but Well, all right. I was gonna see if I could check out this altar or whatever this is here.
All right. How do you want to inspect it?
Oh, do we have the device thing? Like, is it pinging louder now that we're in here,
Uh,
or does it not say
so I
anything more
won't. I
than
won't
that?
sort of take your action for this, but give me an Arcana check to try and interpret some of the information it gives you.
Yeah.
All right, on a 15. It is still pinging. Um, Now, interestingly, it is pinging a little bit more from outside, like compared to outside, but not so much that
It,
you would think it's like here in this room.
right. Yeah. So almost like it's downstairs or something. But okay. Well,
Northern door. I'm telling you, man.
right. For concrete probably blocks the signal. Well, I'll take a quick glance at this altar in front of me or whatever it is, just to see if it makes any sense to me.
All right. So just to give you some options, you could uh, let's see. Probably Arcana or Religion is going to be the most helpful. You have
Mhm.
Detect Magic, but you can only cast it as a ritual, and that's going to take 10 minutes. So,
Well, and I already did that outside, and it was just everything was magic. So,
oh, so you probably still have that actually,
oh,
unless you've
okay.
casted a concentration spell.
I have not.
All right. In that case, um, yeah, because it's a 10-minute duration. Inside this room, inside this temple, you can see that, much like from the outside, the walls, the substance of the marble, has been infused with some kind of strange, magically opaque substance.
Mhm.
It blocks your view in a way that is strange. But from the
Yeah.
inside, you can see something very different. First, all the windows in here have weird conjuration magic on them.
Okay.
It's very subtle. It doesn't feel like it's like an attack spell or something. But you see like a touch of it on all the windows.
Hmm.
The statue and that sort of altar in front of you are lit up super bright.
Wow.
Lots of magic happening there. Also, we'll give you a little more credit here. The northern door pings as magic.
Pings is what?
Magic.
Oh,
There is whatever is there is something magical on that door. You don't know what.
right. Probably another trap.
On 10 Arcana, that's probably all you get.
Yeah.
But that's there's
Yeah.
something to play with.
Something.
Alex,
Uh,
you're up.
okay.
Oh, unless Asmir, do you have anything else you want to do?
No, no. I was curious. What is to ready an action? Is that like a full action? I'm
Yes, I
guessing.
would say that you've
I've
done a
used up.
lot
Yeah.
of, yeah, for 6 seconds.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was just making sure. Okay.
You've had your psych moment where you like saw everything in the room all at
Yes.
once.
The
All right,
music played.
Alex, you're up.
Alex, you're covered in.
Thinking.
Oh.
Wish this is the one time a person can use a movable rod, right?
It
I
could
Oh,
don't
come in
right.
have
handy.
We did have one for one of our campaigns.
Didn't we use it to like stop a bird?
Oh, and we stopped an entire airship or something.
Oh yeah,
That was this campaign, or I mean this.
No, I think that was CJ's.
Well,
Oh, it was.
we used a feather token to stop a ship. We maybe
Oh,
did both.
that's right.
There was an airship encounter where there was like two airships, and we just shut
Mhm.
both of them down and left. But anywho, yeah, Alex, what you thinking?
So you don't have the immovable rod.
I guess I'll say goodbye to my other item. My pull of collapsing. I could shove it in the door handles and walk away.
All right.
Goodbye, pull. Yeah, I'll do my action, shove in the door handles, and then 10, 15, 20, 30. See you later, alligator.
All right. Then Jack, it's your turn.
Sorry, I just had a sneezing fit.
Oh, that's
No
always
worries.
fun.
I, of all people, understand.
I've been doing
Bless
that
you.
work. Yeah.
All right. So it looks like people are exploring other areas. I want to come over here and check out this door, inspect it to see if it's locked or trapped or anything.
So I would assume that Asmir probably mentioned that the door is magical.
Yes. No. Yeah. I would.
But magically trapped or magically locked or both?
All he rolled a 10. All you've got is magical.
The door's magical, but we're not sure what kind of magic stuff is going on there.
Um. All right, I'm trying to open it.
All right. Are you gonna go straight to sort of unlocking?
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead and give me. I'm gonna say give me investigation with advantage.
16.
All right. So even with just enough information that the door is magical, as you go to mess with it, um, it doesn't even seem to have like a mundane lock. The door seems to be affixed where it is.
Okay, so there's nothing for me to even try and circumvent.
Um,
Okay.
there, I'll say also with a 16, your experience in these matters is that it must be keyed to something else in the room.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll just use my remaining movement to go down.
All right. Now we're gonna have our let's see.
I'm going to use a bonus action to dash so I can move closer to things. Yeah, about there. This seems good.
Right here, what we're thinking about doing. That doesn't feel smart. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. All right. Things are happening outside the door. Tiny, you're up.
Um, can I use like perception or investigation or something to just kind of look around the room and see if there's anything that looks well? I guess I'm familiar with temples, and is there anything that would look special or out of the ordinary, um, out of place?
Yeah.
Secret levery.
Go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage. All right. So, glancing around the room, you have encountered spaces like this before. Now that you're inside and you can see sort of the iconography, this is full bore a temple to Tiamat. The large, dark marble statue has very faint, sort of draconic features on it, otherwise depicting this sort of tall, beautiful woman, sort of holding her hands out as this magical, this sphere of magical energy coruscates between her hands. As you look around, things that stick out. The windows are weird. You would expect the windows to show like religious scenes. Usually they have sort of a narrative purpose or to show some kind of symbolism. They're sort of weird, just sort of amorphous, non-specific content strikes you as strange. Also, with a 21, man, that altar just looks weird. That something's odd there. That is a great big magical effect of some kind. It might just be illusion magic, but it could be something more substantial.
Okay. Tell you what, um, would this work if I cast Lehman's tiny hut in front of the door? Would would that block anybody from coming through? As it says, creatures and objects with all creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Let's see.
But it does have a casting time of 1 minute, I guess.
Yeah, that's what's gonna mess you up. That's gonna be 10
Yeah.
rounds.
Mhm.
There might be a way to pull it off, but yeah, 10 rounds is gonna be your issue there.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm so slow. I can't even make it over to the altar to check it out. I'll just tell everybody what I know and be like, "Hey, mess around with that altar. There's something weird with it. Check it out." And I'll continue to be ready by the door
All
to
right.
smack somebody in the face when they come through.
You can also ready to like sacred flame them too, which
That's
might do more damage
sounds
for you.
better. I like the way that it would catch that oil on fire too.
Right.
All right. Things happening outside. Asmir, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna feel around on the altar, see if there's any kind of, I don't know, secret switch or something. Maybe try reading if there's any, yeah, special writing around the sides or anything.
Yeah. Give me investigation.
gosh.
Oof. And you have a +4? Ouch.
I do, yeah.
Um, well, here's what I'll give you. You don't know what they do. There's definitely something. There are runes carved into this altar that seem purposeful. They're not
Okay.
just like ornamental or religious, like for like devotional purpose. They seem to have some kind of magical effect. They like tingle as you brush your hand across one, but you
Mm,
can't quite figure out what it's supposed to do.
okay then.
Alex.
Well, I might not be good at this, but help him on this altar. Figure out what's going on here.
All right. So in that case, give me investigation with advantage, because Asmir, you're kind of building on what he's already pointed out.
We're shouting back to uh, Tiny everything we're finding.
With a 16. As you sort of um, so as you sort of mess with it, a you sort of figure out a pattern, and as you brush your hands across one of them, you notice that the window changes. Like the window immediately to your right, it no longer looks like stained glass. It now looks like a window, like a sort of plain window, looking out into a different space.
Interesting.
All right. So you notice that the window changes with what you did. Um, let's see. So when you look out that window, um, it looks like outside at a casual glance, but that's about all the time you have.
Mm.
Jack, you're up.
Um, so this glowing thing that we think might be an illusion, I want to go and pick it up.
So to clarify, you know that it's something. It could be an illusion. When you go to touch it, you realize it is not. As your hand passes through it, you very rapidly see a. Imagine as your hand sweeps through, your physical like arm is leaving echoes in space. So like as your arm passes through, it leaves behind like 8 more arms. But you can see that each of the arms is different. One of them is that strange sort of dark, fiery silhouette you've seen with sort of blackened bone underneath. You see one that is like bleached shock white fur. You see one that looks like plate armor. You see one that is like warped and mutated. and there's barely any fur left between patches of like purple, weird, sticky skin. As you poke your hand through it, you would guess that this is some kind of strange manifested multi-dimensional space. This is a weird little bridge between worlds. Um, it
As
doesn't
my
feel like
hand
it's
passes through it, does it come with my hand? Like, does it seem like I could move it?
no. It feels like a fixed area in space.
Um,
And I'll also say this because you experienced some of this when General Wilhelm had his craziness and there was those pillars of weird shadow that you fell out of. When one of you touched one of those, the change felt real. It wasn't just something you saw, it felt like you became that for a moment. This is only a pale imitation. You can see this, but you don't feel it the same way.
and it's on a pedestal or a display of some kind.
It is literally like a imagine like an oversized beach ball of sort of glowing magical space, and it's floating in the air, probably 3 feet or more above this altar, almost like it's sort of between the statues, like it's sort of suspended between the statues' open arms.
Um, I'm gonna go on over to the statue. Can I inspect the statue at all?
Yeah, um, I'll let you choose based on what you're looking for. Investigation is going to be sort of a thorough, close inspection. Perception would be looking maybe for something hidden. Religion is going to tell you more about the deity and the iconography.
I'm kind of looking for. I don't know if hidden is the right word necessarily, but I know that the door I was just at was magical in nature with no lock. I'm wondering if I can take something magical to the door. And if it looks like the statue is suspending it, is there any way I can manipulate the statue to maybe manipulate the ball of magic?
Uh, Go ahead and give me. We'll call it investigation. Give me the investigation check. Noise.
Nat 20.
So you caught this perfectly when Alex came up and started like manipulating those symbols and that window changed. There was a weird splash of color that ran through this orb, and now one corner of it is like a weird shade of blue instead of orange. So specifically, you get the impression the windows seem to somehow the markings on the altar manipulate the windows, which change the sphere, which you would guess has something to do with the door.
Okay. Um, I'm going to relay that information to everyone, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash back to this door so that when things when we start manipulating things, maybe I can hear or notice changes to the door.
Sure. Yeah, from there you're able to see basically all the different points in the room. All right. Tiny, you're up.
And I move just into the doorway here to peek into this south room
Sure.
and kind of inspect that a little bit. See if specifically looking for anything that might give me a hint about the symbols on the altar thingy.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another religion check with advantage. All right. So there is there is a mural on the wall behind this altar, and and across it there are five huge like panels to this mural, and at the center of each panel is the temple that you all are currently in, like a little stylized depiction. But the background of it is entirely different. In one, the space around it looks like where you are now. In the next one, it looks like a charred and blackened, like scorched wasteland. In the next one, it looks like it has been buried in snow. In the next one, there are shuffling, shadowy figures in sort of dense crowds gathered around it outside. And with a 17, you notice that there are markings underneath each of those panels.
Like there are different markings under each panel.
Yes.
Okay, is it like one marking under each panel, or is it like a set of markings,
It's like a small
different
set.
set? So like each panel has a marking under it.
Like each one has like three or four marks.
Gotcha. Um, can I call out one of those markings to the group?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Pick one of those at random.
All right.
We'll
The
say
next,
the one. What was the last one?
um, I think I only did I do four here? Blasted,
Yeah.
snow, shuffling. Number five. Number five shows this place in the middle of a deep, dark forest, surrounded by dinosaurs.
What was the one before that one?
All right. So you call that out. Now let me mark something.
And then, if I can still ready that sacred flame spell,
I,
I'll do
th-
that and be done.
I think you're using your
Or is
action to
that all
sort
that?
of check
Okay,
that out. Yeah.
very good.
Um, there we go. So, Jack, you're probably in the best position to notice this. A purple black tear is sort of ripped open behind. Oh, I have tokens for these guys. What am I doing? Is sort of torn. There we go. Get the real stuff out. This sort of tear opens up in the air behind Asmir and Alex, and two of those sort of warped, bleached, deep elves appears, and each of them is going to make an attack.
Mhm.
Did I notice if anything happened to the door?
So you can kind of get a glimpse from where you're at. The door has not been manipulated. This tear that they came through uh, is showing the space outside.
Well, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So one of them makes two knife attacks at Asmir and somehow misses twice. Oh my gosh. Children. One of them manages to hit Asmir, dealing 10 points of piercing damage. I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Oh, man.
So I just want to point out, they just made 5 attacks between the two of them. They rolled 1, 7, 3, 9, and 6.
Gosh.
There goes our luck for the rest of the night.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's
all
pretty wild. All right. Yowza. Asmir, you take an additional 15 necrotic damage. This spiked chain sort of whips through the air twice above your head and then cracks around you and like locks for a second. And as he pulls it taut, you turn and you see that fractured black flame tinged mask smiling at you in this horrifying light. And that black flame runs down the length of this chain and is burning into you with this sort of life destroying energy.
And,
But the good news is, Asmir, it's your turn.
all right. Okay, then. And I'm going to careful spell.
Actually, you don't even have to. So I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why we all get confused on Thunderwave. Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube that projects outward, like in a
Oh, right.
cube from your hand.
That's right.
So
You can
think like
control
a-
where.
Yeah, like a directional force push.
Yeah.
So
It has to be
DC,
next to you in some way, but yeah, it's not. Yeah.
So is that rift opened up? Is not in between Asmir and Dark Elves. It would be behind
yeah,
the
it'd be like
elves then.
behind them.
Or the elves are kind of standing in the portal right now, I think, still.
Yeah, they have sort of just stepped through. Let me
I like where this is going.
try and shift it a little so it makes more sense. There we go. They both fail their con saves, so that's 6 points of damage. And they get knocked back 15 feet or 10 feet.
Uh, thought it was 10, but let me check. It's a 15-foot cube, but I think
Push
it's
10
just
feet.
10.
This sound is deafening. Yeah, they're outside now. Only Asmir and Alex can see them now.
There we go.
Anything else,
Portal's still
Asmir?
open, but I don't think so, unless I can use a bonus action to look how to turn off the portal. But other than that, I don't think I have any other options.
All right. Also, while I'm thinking of it, oh no, that didn't happen. All right, Alex, you're up.
Gotcha. Uh, Tiny, is there anything in that room?
Oh yeah, I totally called that out.
Uh, Someone was talking to me. I kind of missed it.
There was a mural that had like some symbols underneath it, and I was calling out the symbols.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, I'm then going to touch the. If the symbols are on this table, I'm going to touch them.
Yep. You actually see that there are matching symbols. Um, and the window that you messed with before changes and now looks out to the space described in the mural. You see the outside. Which one did you choose? The fourth one?
Yeah, I think so.
So there are shuffling, shadowy figures moving around outside that window. Also, you see part of the sphere becomes a sort of nebulous, like literally like a spiral galaxy, stardust cloud kind of thing. Like you're looking into deep space. But it only covers like the bottom 20% of the sphere. All right. Jack, you're up.
I'm going to step a little closer to give myself a little bit better line of sight, and I'm still going to pay attention to the door as they continue to manipulate things, but I'm going to prepare an action to throw a mind dagger at the first person to step through one of these portals.
All right. Um, yeah, this will be fun. Uh, Asmir, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, there we go. .
All right. With a successful save, you take 31 points of necrotic damage.
31.
Yes, a
Wow.
horrifying black claw just appears around you, and you feel it trying to literally crush the life out of you, and you manage to resist.
Wow.
Tiny, you're up. Oh, wait, sorry. No, that's right. Yeah, Tiny, you're up.
Can I see from where I am if anything has changed with that north door?
Uh, Not from where you're at. Um, you can tell something has changed with that glowing sphere, but only part of it.
Uh, can I call out the symbols on another one of those neural symbol thingies?
Yeah. Which one do you want to yell out?
Um, the one that looks like the right one.
The one that will save us.
So your choices are uh, blackened and destroyed, dinosaurs, or blizzard, or the one that looks like outside.
Um, Shoot, which one do I want? We're gonna go with blackened and destroyed.
All right. You yell out the sequence, and your party hears you. I have. I don't understand why. It doesn't seem like I can change font once I've written it, and that seems
Oh.
like a stupid thing.
I was having trouble with the text stuff once before when I was messing with it.
There we go. That's more readable. All right. So Tiny, you yell out the next one in the sequence. Um, yeah. A chain comes tearing through this open rift and is going to swing at. Yeah, I think it's going to swing at Asmir. Oof. Well, that was a nat 20.
Oh no.
Does anyone have silvery barbs? All right. Asmir, dex saving throw.
And probably dead either way, but we'll see. Oh, that one.
So you
Oh,
are grappled and restrained. Good news is they did not do great on the crit. It was only 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
They're going to make one more attack against you.
Of course they are.
They rolled a 2 and a 4. Dice
Oh,
are on y'all's side.
yeah.
Last attack is against Alex with a 19 and does not hit.
And they're shooting from outside.
It is a chain. It is a spiked chain, which
But they're
is.
attacking.
But I
They're like
mean, I
attacking
can't.
through the
They didn't
portal.
come through the
They
portal,
did
so I
not come
can't
through
see
the
them.
portal.
If you were on the other side of the portal, you might be able to shoot out at them. But yeah,
Like Asmir, looking behind you, you feel like you could just walk straight through, or you could shoot something through if you wanted to.
yeah. I was gonna ask if I could shoot a fireball into the portal, but I don't know if I can now. But
I mean, you're prone and you're hurt, but you're not dead.
this is true.
Um, One of them sort of walks back into view of the portal and hefts a vicious-looking shadowy spear and is going to start throwing them at Alex. First one misses. Second one misses. Oh my gosh! Hold up, y'all. Here is the sequence of attack rolls. So advantage roll, 2 and a 4, and then a 3, and a 5. All right. Yeah. 3 shadowy spears fly through but don't manage to hit anything. And he's going to use his movement to walk back out of view. Asmir, you're up.
So I'm grappled and I'm prone. Can I
Wait, I think
fire
you're
a
grappled and
fireball?
restrained. Let me double check.
Oh wait. Oh, grappled and restrained. Okay.
Yeah, grappled and restrained.
Never mind. I thought I was prone
But you can still cast Fireball if you're prone.
or restrained.
Yeah. It only affects restrained affects attack rolls.
And prone, I thought affect ranged attacks. Like,
So prone actually gives you advantage, or sorry, enemies who target you with a ranged attack when you're prone have disadvantage. So sometimes it is
yeah, I remember
actually
that. I
valuable
thought it
to
was
drop
like,
prone.
yeah, I thought it was if you were firing from prone. That
No, it actually doesn't affect it. Now, if you're
oh, okay.
making a melee attack from prone, it does.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're going to throw a fireball outside?
Sure. I'm gonna shoot at whoever's out there. Where's my fireball? Oh, let's do a third level one.
All right. You can easily hit 2 of them. You can't hit the third, I believe, because you don't have line of sight.
Right.
Let me make sure I expanded. No, I didn't expand this correctly.
It says I already used one third level spell. I'm not sure what I would have used it on. Maybe I used haste earlier.
You used fly to get past
Oh,
the guards.
right. Yes.
All right. They're going to make dex saves. I'm going to tuck that fireball away for later because it feels like a thing you might do again. First one gets a 22. Second one gets a 20. So they are going to save, but they're still going to take. One of them is going to take 13, and one of them is going to take 15. All right. Anything else?
Maybe I will move away from the danger portal. Just by a little bit. No, I don't want to get too close to the windows either, but
All right.
I'll just hang out here.
Alex, you're up.
Oh no, wait, I'm restrained and grappled, aren't I?
Yeah. So yeah, you are actually stuck there.
Never mind. I'm stuck in front of this giant portal.
Alex, you're up.
So, as my action, I'm going to hit the runes for his next mural to see what that does.
All right. Another window changes.
And then I'm actually going to go behind the altar and crouch down. I guess I should have gone over here to help Asmir. Shit.
Oh,
I take that back since I messed up. I've thought about her. Go over here and help Asmir.
Oh, I guess actually, Asmir, as your bonus action, you could drink a potion.
oh, I could.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Maybe.
That sounds like a good idea.
I feel like
I'm
you're
kind
kind of
of
on that
leaving you for
fringe where
dead
like
now.
a potion now might stop you from dropping.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so
I
Alex,
don't know.
what you doing?
We were going to go on the backside of the altar
All right,
and hide like a true hero.
we're gonna call that half cover. Jack, you're up.
And Asmir's still restrained.
Yes. You
And
see
Um,
the chain is like taut and it goes into the portal and doesn't come out the backside.
yeah.
all right. Um, I'm going to make my way over to him and try to help him get unrestrained. Wait,
You
why did he
missed.
just jump?
Yeah.
You're
So
a
give
rabbit.
me what in the world kind of check is this? I'm gonna say this is thieves' tools. I don't know that you're technically using your tools, but it's the same principles.
Right.
Nat 20.
There you go. You are no longer restrained.
Also, that's two nat 20s in a row for me. If I
Noise.
do it again next time, what do I win?
Hat trick or
Remind me, and
something.
we'll do something crazy.
Because these have been wasted nat 20s.
Well, that means that people don't have advantage to attack him, so that seems good.
True.
This is so I'm no longer grappled or restrained.
Correct.
Um, and then with that, I'm going to move 5 feet away from the portal. And that's all my movement.
All right. Daggers are going to come flying through. One at Asmir. Are you sure none of you have silvery barbs?
I thought I double. One of my other characters did, but I don't think this one ever had it.
I can bestow a curse.
Like in Hellish Rebuke.
Oh. Hey,
Hmm?
you've got to remind me about your cloak of displacement.
Ah, right. I always forget that. I
Thank
need like
goodness.
pin.
So that almost definitely would have killed you. That was going to be 8d8 plus 6d12 plus 3.
Oh gosh, I almost used a bigger potion, but I hesitated.
Okay, he's still going to hit, but it is not a crit because of your cloak of displacement.
Okay.
And all of that. Oh, nope, still doesn't matter. That is 37 points of damage.
Yep, I'm down.
All right. Next one flies at Alex, which can't possibly hit. Tiny, you're up.
Now that I've seen these murals, would I remember them to call them out to, am I going to need to stay like in this doorway to call these symbols out?
I think you could spend like. I think it's going to work out the same. Like you could spend 3 more turns, like memorizing them basically, and then you could repeat them at will. but you're not going to be able to take them in at a glance.
Yeah. And we'll stay there. What do I got to heal? Alex, there, Vasmir, whatever your face is.
I'll be fine. I got a few turns of.
Heard that story before.
Right.
R.I.P. Ron Mop. Healing word would get him, even a level 1 healing word would get him back on his feet.
Would that be my whole action though? Then I couldn't cast out, or no, I can do that as a bonus action.
That's a bonus action.
Yeah, I do that as a bonus action, and I call out the symbols for the next one in line, whatever it was. We'll do the one that was. We'll do dinosaurs. That sounds like fun.
All right. So go ahead and roll your healing word. All right. On their turns.
I think he'll run. I think he'll ask me again.
Nope. There is a flicker of shadow, and one of them is now behind Alex.
Oh.
Because he has line of sight through the portal. There we go. 2 misses as this spike chain swings at you. Third one is going to hit. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. It's going downhill from there, boys.
All right. You are...
Is that other statue in between them?
So that statue is big enough that he's sort of like attacking under the arm. That statue's like 15 feet tall.
I tried.
All right, you are grappled and restrained, and you take 7 points of piercing damage. All right. The other one is going to throw some spears through. Since you're restrained, it's going to roll with advantage. Although you do still have your half cover. One of them is going to hit. Whoops, that's this one. That is 9 piercing and 12 necrotic. And one more. Also misses. Asmir, you're alive.
I am.
And not restrained. Get out of the way of that portal.
Get out of there. Okay. I was double checking since I'd forgotten the cloak of displacement. I was looking to see what my other. Okay, anyways. Well, first of all, yeah, I'm going to move. Yeah, I'll just move up here. And shoot at the guy I can see.
From where you're at, the guy who's in the room is easy to see. You're going to struggle to hit through the portal.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was deciding which spell to use. Try this. That was weird.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Did
24
it
is going to
auto
hit,
roll? Okay.
and it did auto roll damage.
Okay. I threw out 3 dice. I thought I was just rolling to hit, but yeah. Okay. So this took care of it for me.
So that's one. You got two more.
Oh, right. Yeah, guess it didn't do all of it.
Yeah, they do a weird job with the.
Because yeah, magic missiles the same way. Like they don't ever get all 3 rolls done. Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3, right? Yeah. I think
Yep.
I always forget that.
Looks like the latter two didn't give me attack rolls.
What?
It didn't do attack rolls. It gave me 2 more
Oh,
damage rolls, but not attack rolls.
oh, whoops. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
14 does not hit. 27 does hit. So we'll take that bigger damage, and it'll take 11. And he's starting to look very hurt. Disturbingly, he starts cackling.
Yeah, some suicide bomb thing going on.
All right, that was your action. Do you want a bonus action, another potion?
Yeah, probably a good idea. Jeez.
Oh, nice. That's a big potion. All right,
Yeah.
Alex, you're up. You are restrained. So that's disadvantage on attack rolls, and attacks have advantage against you. But you can break out of both conditions with an athletics or a acrobatics check.
Oh, we'll go athletics.
Yeah, this guy is dexterous and stealthy, not strong. You just like flex these links of chain, and they come loose around you, and he whips it back. Um, you have broken out. That is an action. You could action surge to put in another code, or you could second wind to gain some health, or
I can hit him.
well, let me double check what you can do with your bonus action.
Pretty sure I can hit him.
You have to have taken the attack action.
Ah, I can go to a warden stance, but
Yeah, you could use second wind. Just get some short rest, free healing.
I could, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Because why not? 15 is not bad.
All right. Gain some health back, and it is Jack's turn. Oh, unless you want to move. Do you want to move?
No, I kind of want to use my altar as cover, and I really want to kill this guy.
Uh, oh yeah, you could. I guess you could also action surge and just hit him. You'd be able to attack twice.
I kind of don't want to just waste the action surge on just him. Wouldn't it be 3 times since?
Oh yeah, y'all are 11 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be 3 attacks. So, well,
I'll hold off on the action surge just because I don't need to waste it on just one guy.
jeez, level 11 plus fighters are crazy. All right, Jack, you're up.
I'm assuming that this guy's got some kind of cover from me right now.
I would just say the lowest level. He has like +2 AC.
Well, I'm still gonna move. Um, yeah, I'll come down here, and I'm going to uh, mind dagger him.
Can I offer you an alternate?
Sure.
Instead of moving, you could steady aim, which would give you advantage, which is a better bonus than the +2 that you're offsetting, and you would sneak attack.
True. 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 Let's do that then.
That will hit. Jeez.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, you fully kill that guy. Oh.
I rolled very poorly on my regular attack, but did very well on my sneak attack.
Yup. All right, that was action and bonus action and movement.
Actually, no movement because oh yeah, I
Right.
guess because I can't.
Um, this guy is going to be a huge jerk. So 10 feet puts him out the portal. He puts his back against the wall and holds a hand out and then like wrenches it sideways. Reality itself warps in a 60-foot cube extending out from his hand. Asmir, Jack, and Alex all need to make Constitution saving throws. Alex makes it.
Great.
Jack doesn't. Asmir does. Jack, do you want to use? I don't know. Do you have luck? No, you
No,
don't
I do
actually
not
have
have
luck.
luck.
Do you have
Does
anything to
my
help yourself?
can my psychic dice can't add to saving throws either? I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And this was con, not dex. So
Correct.
my other ability, yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do.
On a different note, it hasn't come up, but we want to remember that when you deal sneak attack damage, that creature has disadvantage on their next attack roll.
All right.
Oh, neat.
That is
Why
your
does that happen?
that is your weird, creepy, cursed rapier that you got from the reality distortion.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of reality distortion, Alex and Asmir, you just catch tiny glimpses. You see little flickers of these other versions of yourself that at this point are starting to become kind of familiar. You've seen them so many times. Alex, you see the sort of Bandit King version of yourself in sort of dark leathers with a heavy bow. You see the the tyrant general Alex, who rules over the hinterlands. Asmir, you catch glimpses of the horrifying undead shadow that your new dimension warped rod is from. You see the earth attuned version of yourself, which is just like a skeleton of stone constantly fountaining acid in the shape of a humanoid. For each of you, these visions just flicker for a second, and then you're mostly okay. Jack, you are overwhelmed. You don't just catch glimpses, you feel your mind sort of smashed into their minds for a moment, forgetting who you are and where you are. So, Asmir and Alex. Oh, that's weird. You're. Oh. Let's see if that fixes it. So, Asmir, you take half damage, which is 21. Alex, you take half damage, which is 21. And Jack, you will take full damage, which is 42. Do you not have psychic resistance from something? That feels like a thing you should have.
I don't think so.
Well, that's weird.
And in one hit, I went from full health to bloodied.
He just threw his brain bomb at you.
Right.
Yep, I don't see
It
anything.
took away more than half of my HP.
Also, you have one of everyone's favorite conditions. You have one level of exhaustion.
One level
Exhaustion.
of what?
Exhaustion. Tiny, you're up.
Um, does this work, or is this an issue of spellcasting? If I were to do spiritual weapons as a bonus action and ready a sacred flame in case somebody comes
Yeah,
through
you can do
the
that.
thing? Okay. I'm going to cast the spiritual weapons then, like right at the entrance of the portal. And I'm going to ready sacred flame for anybody that comes through it.
I think you could even just Sacred Flame this
I
guy.
guess if it's a if it's a bonus. Well, no, I can't do it in the same round because it spells though.
Well,
Was why I was doing it that way.
one's a bonus action and one's an
Oh,
action,
no, no.
and
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
them
You
is,
don't have to do that because, yeah, that rule only applies to spells that are level 1 or higher.
yeah, and the one's a cantrip, so it should
Oh,
be fine.
see, man, I'm still learning rules. Okay,
Okay,
then
It's
like
truly
your
one of
sixth
like
session.
it's one of like the most annoying rules to learn. It's almost
As
everything
long
else is
as
pretty intuitive.
as
But
long as one of them's a cantrip, you can cast 2 spells,
yeah.
but
okay,
they have to be action and bonus action, and one of them has to be a cantrip.
then I'm doing that way.
All right. So go ahead and make an attack roll for a
Sacred flame
spiritual
is just
weapon. Yeah, and he's going to
for
make a
spiritual
dex
weapons.
save.
Okay.
Gets a 23 on the dex save.
Well, that sucks.
All right. And make the attack roll for spiritual weapon.
Oh, it's
20 will hit. All right. Oh, and just going to give you this for a spiritual weapon.
So I'm putting the spiritual weapon right in front of the portal.
Oh, it's got to be next to whoever you're attacking.
Thought I could just cast it in an area.
Well, if you do that, then you don't get to attack anyone with it.
So you're just putting it there to guard the portal.
Yeah, that was my thinking.
Oh, okay. Then
So I just figured that meant that there was somebody that was right on the other side of the portal that was just automatically targeting them.
So Alex would be able to tell you. So there's 3 people total. One person came through and died. One person is against the wall, and one person has not attempted to come through the portal at all yet.
Are they even near the portal?
They are a ways back from the portal.
Oh, okay.
They're the one who's been throwing the spears.
Right.
All right. Anything else, Tiny?
No, that'd be it because I've already called out my whatever the codes for the next thing.
All right. Speaking of spears, the only person they can see is Alex, so they're going to throw some spears. Probably no chance to hit because Alex has functionally 22 AC. Oh, nope, spoke too soon. That was a 25 to hit.
You gotta be kidding me.
Your warding thing, you can't use that for yourself, can you?
I don't think so. I think it's creatures and allies.
No, if you or a creature you can see.
Oh,
Is hit by an attack.
Oh yeah. Well then
Yeah,
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you've got a decent chance of not getting hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction on that one. It's gonna
So you'll
stop
need a
like
3
2
or
HP.
better.
I got one.
All right. 5 piercing and 18 necrotic. It has 1 attack left. Not even close. And it's going to step back away from the portal again. Asmir, you're up.
What does resistance allow me? Oh, we have a question. What about resistance? What does that do for the damage?
Resistance is half damage.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, that's right. That's part of the feature.
It gives me. Yeah.
So you take half that then. So
Half of 5.
instead of 23, you take 11. All right, Asmir, you're up. Tiny has yelled out another one of the codes, or there is the guy against the wall.
I was trying to get close enough to cast haste on Tiny.
Didn't we think that took touch, but it doesn't?
It's a range of 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
I kept moving over and it'd stay at 35, and I was like, man, when's it going to go to 30 feet? Okay, there we go. I have to get right there.
It's because it uses weird non-Euclidean math. So sometimes
Right.
you're the same distance away even after you move.
Yeah. Because I was, moving in a straight line, but I was kind of... Anyways, so that... And I can bonus action cantrip, right?
If you spend the...
If I do the
spend for
sorcery
quicken.
point. Where are my sorcery points? Wait, how many sorcery points did it take? It doesn't tell me here. It's under features. What was it called? The quicken spell? No, wait. Yeah. Okay, it is too. That's what I thought. And come on. I'm gonna firebolt the guy I can see. I'm not. Oh, maybe.
20 will hit.
Okay.
Are you going to use your action to do another one of the windows?
No, I am hasted
Oh, that's right.
tiny.
That's right. Man, your firebolt hits so hard now.
Oh, really?
It's 23 points of damage.
Oh, wow. For a cantrip, that's not bad.
All right. Alex, you're up. Unless, Asmir, you want to move some more.
Mm, I might move back a little bit. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now I'm good.
Looking up at his face, this guy is going down. Potentially.
Jerk.
23.
23 will hit.
Go again. 28.
That'll hit.
Good damage. Only 16.
16 actually does hit. They are lightly armored.
Mm.
Oh, gotcha.
Jeez, that was 35 points of damage.
You looking rough?
Yes. Also,
We could do one more. Never mind.
that's actually enough. Like I said, they are lightly armored.
Okay.
Another 9.
There we go.
He is very hurt now. All right, Jack.
He
you're
just
up.
took a beating.
Mhm.
Yeah, these were tough enemies, and you all have torn them up.
I mean, they've been smacking pretty hard themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They had some hard hitting spells there.
Y'all are playing in the big boy leagues.
Yep. Yeah. Above level 10 now.
I'm gonna dagger him. Holy
Wow.
crap!
Nice.
You're really going to. Wait, he's got his third. His third.
Trick.
But it was broken up by one.
It wasn't in a row. Oh, right.
It was I crit on 3 of 4 turns.
Ah, almost a hit trick.
So 37 damage.
My goodness.
There
So
you
it was a
go.
hat trick. It was almost a turkey.
Oh yeah,
On
so
the
you
one I
get to
can
cast
see.
Bestow Curse for free
On who?
on him. You just crit against him.
Right, but I'm assuming he dies.
He does not. He is very hurt.
Then yeah, I'm bestowing curse on him for free.
He is barely
Oh.
limping on. That's a wisdom save. He's got a. Ooh, nah.
Okay, let's see. You touch a creature. I guess I'm assuming I don't actually have to touch him.
He does save, although can I edit? Well, I'd like to adjust the saving throw, but I apparently can't. That's annoying. There's even a little edit thing. It just doesn't do anything. Anyway, he does manage to save. But your...
So none of that applies.
No. But
That's
something
okay.
to know for the future, the saving throw for your Bestow Curse is 8 plus proficiency plus charisma. So it would have been 15 in this case.
What did it show up as?
12.
Oh,
But he got like a 20 something. So
okay.
Gosh.
all right.
I don't know how to change that.
It is his turn.
Well,
Oh, no. All right. What you got?
Sorry, but that was attack 1.
All right.
I'm going to bonus action attack.
All right.
Oh, and I've also been clicking the wrong thing. I've been clicking regular dagger instead of psychic dagger. Oh well. That's 6 extra damage to him.
All right.
Wait, 1 level of exhaustion doesn't do anything to my attack rolls, does it?
One level is ability checks.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Then with that, I'm going to move.
He is so hurt. But he's also like crazy, so
Yeah. He's gonna do something nuts here, probably.
yeah, he is not gonna go down in a normal way.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm trying to move away.
Jack senses that, is running away now. I probably should have moved farther, but I was taking a risk.
Yeah, he's just gonna go out like a crazy person trying to stab Alex. That's a hit. 21 to hit, 17 piercing, and 15 necrotic. And have you had your turn since the last time you used your reaction?
Oh, I did. That's right. I can warn his maneuver.
Yep.
I probably should. We're on Warren's maneuver, so I'm going to stop that damage because
you do it automatically
he hurts.
he only got a 21. So his first hit misses. Second one only gets a 9. So that is his whole turn. Tiny, you're up.
And you're fast now.
And I'm okay. Does this work then? If I'm this fast, can I
You have double move speed and
move to the altar, punch in my code, bonus action to move my spiritual weapon to this dude on the south?
Oh, sorry. No, he just. Oh no, he's still alive. Yeah, yeah, you can do that.
And and then you get like another action with the haste. Could I then also cast while I'm over there entering the thingy, cast a spell at the one remaining dude that's through the portal?
So no one has line of sight through the portal right now.
if he moves over in front of the portal,
well, I'd be moving over to the altar to punch in the code.
Right. I guess what I'm saying is you don't know what's on the other side until you go over there.
Well,
I guess move over there first, and then you can.
I move over there,
All right. So you put in your code.
put in my code.
Dinosaur window.
Yep.
Which I guess only Jack can see.
There's dinosaurs.
So you can now see through the portal. You don't see anyone on the other side.
Okay. I use that bonus action to move the spiritual weapon to this dude on the south.
Yep. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I have to get to it. Never remember which screen is on.
16 will hit. My gosh. He has 2 hit points left. You do now have an unaccounted for action if you just want to blast him with a spell.
I also do have range to move too.
Yes.
And he's the only one that I see.
Yeah.
Although
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
So then yeah, I'll move down and hit him. This is gonna be a bad idea. No, I'll move back to the door and hit him with a spell. Let's cast a guiding bolt.
That'll hit. And he's only got 2 hit points, so you are going to obliterate him.
Let's see. So I managed to only do 1 point of damage, which I don't think is possible.
All right, that was 2 actions and a bonus action and
Yep.
movement. Anything else?
If I could call out the next sequence of thingies, I'd do that. Otherwise, I'd be good.
Yeah, I think it's going to take you more than what you have left.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. Asmir, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna just hang here and ready in action to throw a firebolt if anybody comes to the portal.
All right. Alex, you're up.
I'm gonna ask Tiny for the last one. The symbols and touch them. Of the last mural.
There's two murals left.
So I think there's 2 more
Yes,
because there's
there's
2 more
2.
windows. But
I
also,
think
I
it's
don't.
just 5 total. I think.
Yeah.
Oh well, then one of the murals. One last 2 murals.
I think
I think
there hasn't been one called out,
you have to say you have to wait until Tiny's turn again
but
to.
you could just ready an action to do that.
Tiny, you're killing. Yeah. Oh, Lorraine action is a duck behind the altar again.
All right, Jack.
Does it work
actually,
that way?
when
If he readies an action to punch it in, then does he punch it in when I call it
yes,
out?
as soon as you call it out. But also, as soon as you
Interesting.
step behind the altar, a spear comes flying at you.
Man,
Oh,
that's
that's
It is not going to hit. You can see now that that person, the third of these deep elves, has wandered out. All right, Jack, you're up.
Um, can I, from where I'm at, tell if opening these window portals is having any effect at all on the magic door?
Uh, you don't see it directly on the door, but you do know that the door and that sphere are linked, and that sphere has gone about 60% this sort of black cosmic nebula.
all right. Yeah. So yeah,
How many more symbols are there?
2 more.
2 more sets.
Each window has.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna move a little more, and I'm going to prepare an action to throw a dagger at anyone who comes through this portal.
All right. If you wanted to, you could also hide first, and then when they come through, you'll throw with advantage and hit them for sneak attack.
Splendid idea.
But as I'm kind of in an open room, I didn't really know there was anywhere for me to hide.
You're out of their line of sight.
Okay, then yeah, let's do that. Stealth roll.
Yep. All right.
Wait, how did I roll
That
that?
did seem really low.
I am proficient. I have expertise in it. I should roll a 10 at a minimum.
Well,
So
we'll
that
let
should
you
be
figure that out. Tiny, you're up.
22. Just
Oh,
No worries. I figured.
Okay, so I still have haste, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I could theoretically run to the altar, punch in the code, run back, and call out the next one.
If you
Or
call it
you
out first, you
hold
don't have to do the extra running. But yeah.
Oh yeah. So I call out one of them, and the other one I'm gonna just move over to the altar and punch it in.
All right.
And then, can I see the third dude now?
Yes, but you've used 2 actions. I guess you could use your bonus action to
That's
send
what I was
the.
thinking. Was the bonus action to send the spiritual weapon out
Yep.
there to him?
Yep. Go ahead and make an attack
Uh,
roll. 21 will hit. And now he's going to make his first concentration check of this whole fight. He succeeds. And it is now his turn.
The one dude. Hold up now. I wasn't done.
You've used 2
I still
actions and a
have.
bonus action.
I still have some movement range
All right.
to move out of the way.
move farther away from the portal.
Yeah. Now I'm good.
All right. Um,
That's the one dude that's been keeping this portal open the whole time.
yep.
Ugh.
He's going to throw spears at Alex. 25 to hit.
Could I possibly try and block this one?
Have you used it since last time?
Last time it was I blocked his, and then I had my turn to move over here, so I could then
Okay.
activate
Then, yeah, you
this.
should
And
have
I
your
think
reaction.
technically,
You need a 3 to fully block it.
We're
Also,
gonna
you
get
need
two.
to make sure you're marking these off because I think that was your third one.
oh, they're all. I got it. I've been marking them, Colby. I promise you, I got it too. Just to get resistance.
Yep. Let's see how hard it hits. 7 piercing and 26 necrotic for a total of 33, reduced to 16. So he's got 2 more spears. Next one misses. Next one, probably going to hit. Do you keep that resistance? Or is it just for the one attack?
Just it says against the tax damage.
Okay, the
so
attacks damage. So
yeah.
you probably only have it for the first one. All right. Second one, 10 piercing. And 26 necrotic. And he is going to move back out of the way. Asmir, you're up.
Oh, yep.
So there is 1 code left.
Or no, I thought he did too, because there was.
thought
He
Tiny
looked
told
at
me
one and he
one.
put 1 in. If we want to
You told me you couldn't.
He called one out to Alex, and then he was going to go over and put the other one in, right?
Right.
It's 1 action to look at it, 1 action to put it in. So that would be 3 actions. If he called one out, looked at one, and put 1 in himself.
Oh, okay. And then he also did, the spiritual weapon thing. Oh, okay.
It would also mean that Alex wouldn't have that reaction that just Alex would be unconscious if he had used his reaction for that.
Right.
I thought it was a held in action.
So it takes when you hold an action, you're using your action and your reaction.
Ah,
Gotcha.
okay then.
So there's one code left, and it is Asmir's turn.
Okay, let's see. How much moves? 20, 25, 30. Okay, and I'll attempt to put the code in, I guess.
You don't know what the last code
So
is.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Which what you can do instead is if you move over to the doorway and look at the code, then Alex can put it in and he goes next.
Okay. Am I close enough to that? Because I was over here. No, wait.
I think we've been saying like doorway is close enough. You could get there.
30. I think I'll have 30 move speed.
Yeah, that's good enough. Anything you want to do with
Okay.
your bonus action?
I don't think so.
All right, Alex, put in that code.
if I put in that last bit of code, and then I hightail it out of there. That's tired of being a pincushion.
All right, so you actually don't have to worry about it because you put in that last bit of code, and there is a magical thrum that runs through the whole building. You feel it resonating through all of these black marble surfaces. All the windows change from these glimpses of the outside to a dark, starry nebula. It's now as if this temple is floating in the void of space, and you can see countless spiral galaxies floating in the distance outside. As this transition happens, Jack, you see the door simply vanish. In this reality, there is no door there.
Oh,
Are we out of initiative order?
You are.
I'm going through the door.
void.
Let me fix something else. Let me see what this is attached to. Perfect. You can see that there is a sort of shimmering, semi-illusory wall behind the altar in this room. It is a smaller version of the altar outside, and behind it, there is a massive open spiral stairwell heading down into unknown darkness.
Awesome.
And I think that is where we're going to cut off for the week. So I believe. So I'm good to play this week. I will miss the following week.
Mm.
So the 29th, I will not be able to play. All right. So we will come back here next week, find out what is down the spiral staircase, and figure out what in the world happened to Brick.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm going to cut off the stream. Bye, Internet.
Bye.